Arknights Endfield developer log dropped 9 minutes ago. It's a 40-minute interval, so we'll treat it pretty much like we usually do our live stream reactions, except this was a VOD upload. Let's see what they got cooking for us, boys.
各位管理员们好。
Greetings, administrators. I'm the game producer of Endfield. Light Zone. At the moment, bro's name is Light. Damn, that's badass. It was already over half a month ago the release. During this time, we have received appreciation and love from administrators across the world. Turn it down a little bit. Playtime have all greatly exceeded our pre-release expectations. I am honored to share this happiness with you. I'd also like to extend my thanks to you. Administrators, your love gives meaning to our continuing effort of building Talos. Expectations can be a double-edged sword, so we understand that our work is far from living up to everyone's expectations. Nevertheless, your passion has strengthened our commitment to continuous improvement. During this time, we have kept reading, managing, and discussing every administrator's feedback on their experiences. This feedback has given us a clear path towards future development. Even now, our development team is still working as they are collecting and analyzing existing data for optimizations, aiming to deliver a better experience for every administrator. Therefore, with this special stream, we'd like to make a conversation with our administrators about the details of our upcoming optimizations and the content updates with our latest version, as well as our future creative directions. Fucking yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Game improvement progress. This round of optimizations covers many aspects. Oh, they're already showing some stuff. Adding the beginner charted tribute. Okay, this is stuff I believe we already saw in the past. As we refocus on multiple modules of the game, as it also affects your experience most directly. In the DevCom, we've mentioned a list of future adjustments that we hope can help reduce grind and improve user friendliness. First, let's talk about resource acquisition. In terms of progression, we'll introduce to help administrators with their new teams. After reaching a certain progress in Chapter 1, administrator will be able to receive so we're getting a free 10 pull towards the chartered banners. That's okay for beginner players. Also, retroactively too. Yep. Retroactively can simply claim their rewards at the event page. Sources for basic headhunting permits will now be expanded. Starting from the updated version, leveling up the protocol pass will steady periodic acquisition of basic headhunting. Okay, so retroactive basic headhunting 2 will be exchangeable in stock redistribution and etched space salvage. Please note that as we approach the end of Zeroth, the Xingbu Rising sign-in event will soon begin. Remember to take part in the sign-in. So that's also going to improve your weapon pull acquisition too, since you'll be able to pull on basic headhunting because you do get weapon pulls for that as well. Also, we're adding more sources for acquiring AIC quota. When getting a 4-star, we're going to start 5-star or 6-star, you will now be receiving a specific amount of AIC quota. That's massive. Once the new version is released, we will be using the mail system to send you the makeup quota. Yeah, the conversion is also now simplified. Oh, thank God. I don't have to. Oh my God, dude. Thank God. Single-click wall bead to convert the excess tokens. Yeah, so essentially if you have a max dupe and you're on their dupe page, you don't have to go to some other fucking page. You can probably just do it right here. Yeah, as you can see at the bottom right hand corner, allowing administrators to quickly and easily exchange the materials and rewards. Oh my God, thank you, bro. So the AIC quota is also, and let me just tab out of here real quick so you guys could see this. The AIC quota, in case you're wondering about that currency, there's always a lot of jargon. That's going to be this page, right? And so you'll have a lot more of this income to buy things straight out of here. And keep in mind that this will also always have 5 of these, which is exclusively loose for the character that they're running at that point in time. So yeah, that's a massive W actually. It's basically going to help with not only resource acquisition, but getting those pulls as soon as the character runs. You can purchase a Valley multi-line engraving kit with stock mills. Whoa, to get an essence with 3 customized stats. In other words, this also allows you to get a perfect essence of your choosing to better set up your weapons. What the fuck? So helping with the grind on getting weapons, perfect stats. Now for interactions and user friendliness, we're referencing your feedback. This is looking good. They're getting straight into shit. Tutorials, UI, controller experience to carry out a series of improvements. From now on, we hope administrators in progressing through the game will have a better experience. For event mission tutorials, missions that unlock explorable areas will now be marked with new area tag. That's helpful to clearly indicate missions that administrators should do to unlock new areas. The operation manual where administrators accept missions is also optimized. For example, if you need to go to the operator's CV wall, you can now position it quickly with the map marker to complete some missions. Administrators would have to offer gifts. Now you don't need to spend on the gifts, as you can acquire them by progressing through the main mission and then offer, making the missions a little bit easier to complete. Okay, it's like nice little QOL. We'd also provide comprehensive tutorials and guides during certain story cutscenes. The skip option itself has improved as well, in which we'd be instantly available once triggering certain dialogues. For edge-based salvage, opening cutscene when entering the challenge. Thank God, bro. Fucking goofy ass cutscene. During exploration, the interface of weapon potential upgrades in essence now allows you to view weapon skills directly. Nice. Shows the amount of remaining materials in rare gathering spots and formations. Unrigged mining spots and mining rigs not working properly will also be given remember tags that administrators can view easily. Okay, they're going to fuck. This is a lot of information. Visit after touring their ship. You can now choose to return to your original location instead of being sent back to your own. Oh, God damn it. Thank you on that, too. Holy hell, devs, listen. We've also optimized the planning plot so that the time of various actions by you and your teammates will be shorter. Well, now I can't look at Last Right's booty cheeks now, as well. That's a L. That's a LQOL. That tries us to optimize red dot tips as well. Okay, so this is like the QOL section. Some of them are some bangers. No longer be an issue. As for rare gathering that cannot be claimed, it'll be placed in a mail cache. Okay. Here we'll give a preview of several interaction and user friendliness improvements in upcoming versions. We'll be adding a quick claim feature for recycling stations. They talked about this in a previous dev note. On a recycling station reaches level 4. Unfortunately, this is only good for new players. The one caveat is when new regions get announced, we will now have this QOL. But goddamn, I wish this was already in the game on fucking launch. We'll also allow administrators to quickly assign operators to production tasks, quickly claim clues and other resources. Yes. We would like to give an additional Dijing and various cabins will now be getting higher level upgrades. If your Dijing and cabins are already at max level, even if the remote claim feature for recycling stations is not yet available, you don't have to worry about future upgrades and stock up on aerospace materials. Oh God, thank you. There's no need to claim resource from the recycling station. Oh, thank you. So they're going to extend the levels of the recycling stations. And if you already have them maxed out, which most of us do, that are in the end game, then it just goes up without you having to go and regrind. They're basically helping out the in-game players. Okay, W there. Also be added controller button customization features so that administrators can remap based on their own preferences. As for combat, we have optimized the red flash that telegraphs enemy attacks. This was necessary. Should be more visible under most circumstances and less likely to be covered up. Yeah, this was necessary. We hope this can help admins identify threats more quickly. It was a little vague at times. So many things going on. Crisis drills. Every operator in the team will have max HP and full ultimate energy upon entering the dungeon. Oh, thank God, to help administrators complete the challenge. Yeah, bro, you were going in dungeons like missing your HP and shit, which made it annoying to do tedious tasks. And ult up too. God, that's going to make it a lot more convenient. Allowing administrators to fight. Finally, the AIC factory is getting sweeping improvements. First, we'll address a crucial feature. Administrators outside the core AIC area to construct facilities which we believe will greatly improve everyone's experience. You don't have to fucking go back to your AIC to construct shit anymore. They talked about this in a previous dev note that is coming in now. Facility construction will be a lot more convenient, while facility placement descriptions and displays are getting. When placing facilities, if the facility cannot be placed due to a regional facility limit, administrators will get a clearer prompt about the type of facility limit that has been reached. Okay, and then the zoom out feature, right? so that administrators can simply use the UI style to directly distinguish their own facilities from shared facilities. Nice. An example would be distinguishing their own zip lines from shared zip lines. The map screen now also lets you delete shared facilities directly. W. They talked about this in the dev note, but they're just showing it now. Okay, zoom out, zoom out. On PC, the settings page, we have optimization for using either the escape key or the cap lock key to exit top view mode. Yeah. The mode is also getting a view expansion. Meanwhile, wait, what the hell didn't show it? Controller user to move facilities by long pressing a button, power transmissions, or cable dragging will be improved too. When the exceeding 80-meter range of the relay tower by over 10 meters, or when the total distance reached 90 meters, a toast would appear. Okay. We have extended the buffer range to 20 meters. As long as you are within that, your power transmission status will remain active. What the? They just gave you an extra 20 even though you're past? So 100 meters now. Okay. Once power transmission is initiated, it will no longer be disconnected upon entering dialogues. We hope these features can help our administrators better deploy their power facilities. Well, I wish you would have showed how far out you zoom out. And if that was what you shown, I think it still needs to be a lot longer, far out. I don't think y'all zoomed out enough, bro. And I feel like that's something that should just be an easy fucking fix, to be honest. We've also added a feature that allows the display of the mini-map while on the zip line, as well as opening the game, so that administrators can orient themselves for improved exploration and navigation. We believe that many administrators have complained about the quick stashing of filled bottles being counterintuitive. So we optimized. Now if a bottle is filled, it will not be quick stashed from the backpack into the depot, so that our administrators can experiment with various quick stash options without worrying about their bottles of liquids. I was about to say that's more of a wooling problem. All right, for simulations, engraved metals for manual completion. Okay, administrators can collect and display. Really appreciate all of our administrators for supporting Arknights Endfield. So right now they were talking about a lot of the things that have already came out in that dev note, and it's all massive changes for the game in terms of QOL, beginner players, and things that were needed on launch as well. We're getting them. It's great. While developing new content for the new versions ahead, stay with us for the next part of this devlog as we look at the journey ahead. Okay, I think we're getting 1.1 information. I'd like to invite our administrators on a preview of the upcoming version. I think we're about to get some 1.1 information, boys. All right. Let's see it.
Why isn't Tangtang here yet?
I'm afraid a dark mask card won't work this time.
Okay. Oh, I can turn this up, actually.
Maybe everyone thinks I'm a joke at being a chief, but I'm not quitting this easily. No matter what the truth may be, I, Dark Mask of Chimbo Stockade and occupant of the third seat, shall stand with my chief.
With all due respect, I really do feel like the voice acting isn't powerful enough. Okay, getting new characters.
The name of the pack will echo across the land.
All right, there goes the little girl Rossi. I think she was in one of the betas.
The blade is me.
A little blurry, man. Holy.
No worries. I'll cover you.
Tangtang. I wasn't expecting her to use guns. I thought she'd have like some fisticuffs.
Finish with the fight.
And what about that? Oh, those two. Okay, okay. Old deep water dies by rising tides. It is denied. I was expecting her to use like some paws, bro, like some gauntlets or something. Oh, they're showing off the artwork that you can unlock. This is what you'll be able to use to like post into your ship. I actually a big fan of their artwork, but I like what they did in that particular element. We can turn that down now. Yeah, I like the idea of being able to put like artwork in your ship, and you choose up to 5 different like waifus or whatever and set up their artwork. It's a pretty cool gun design. Protocol Pass, Dark Currents. Oh, those are probably going to be the weapons associated with the characters. I actually really like that part about Endfield. Oh, we're getting new gear already. New gear to craft. We're getting a new story for girl. Umbral Monument, Searing Scars. All right, and then Etching Space. Grotto Survey. Whatever the hell that is. Edge Space Salvage Aberrant Zone 4 is now open. That'll be in 1.1, I believe. So they're expanding the zone. Zingbo Stockade. New region. Oh, what the? We're getting a region expansion. In Wuling, obviously. Wuling AIC plan update. Okay. Oh wait, what the hell, bro? That shit was going through the that one little construction, one of the most main used AIC factories. Supply Exploration Day. So they're expanding the Wuling factory in 1.1 a little bit. Cleanse and rinse. Games and events. Okay. Don't really care about these type of events. It's typical like gacha game event shit, I guess. Survival training. Okay. Don't really care about events, to be honest. In fact, I skip ahead of that. We're not missing anything there, right? Yeah. Oh, deep water dice. All right. Version content preview. Here we go. Administrators, welcome to the new version update of Endfield. Old Deep Water Dies by Rising Tide. Previously in the main story, shortly after their arrival in Wuling, was met with a sudden crisis that forced them to divert from their original path and found themselves in Stockade. It was at that moment that the team crossed paths with and befriended the hero, Supreme Chief, blah, 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 blah. They're talking about story, guys. I'll be honest. Story for me hasn't sold me yet. This is something that was one of my biggest critiques. We believe that Tangtang has left quite an impression on everyone. I did like Tangtang. Her personality as well as the tension between her and Mifu, that seems rather inexpressible, must have happened between Jingbo Stockade and Wuling City. By the calm waters, the arrival of Luperith and Ardashir, Jesus, these words brought attention to the subtle signs. In the upcoming story, the administrator will return to the Shingbo Stockade to explore the picturesque and seemingly peaceful village. Giant turning water wheels of the stockade might be hiding certain threats. As the story progresses, the administrator will also be touched by the ripples of the certain upsurge. Okay, so this is talking about story. That's it for the main story. We believe that the sibling Tangtang and Ruan Yi will also remind the administrators of another pair of siblings they have met in Valley 4, Rossi and Wolfguard. We'll also be bringing a side story around Rossi. Rossi's story will start from an unexpected mini-adventure. Okay. To think and act like a grown-up, but this also meant that her childhood was very different from other kids of her age. To retrieve a missing sample, Rossi and the administrator must enter the children's secret kingdom and experience a place filled with creative fantasy. Her lack of a proper childhood finds all this to be very refreshing. And let her be a child for the first time, allowing her to embrace the fun and joy like a carefree child. The story is a rare moment of respite for the prima elite of the pack, but we hope this mini-adventure will help our administrators discover a rare side of Rossi that she usually keeps hidden. I believe everyone's very curious about Tangtang and Rossi, our two new companions and their powers. Let's welcome Ruh, who will be introducing this. Yeah, I don't care for the story yet, boys. Greetings, administrators. I'm Rua, the level designer for Arknights Endfield. Really happy to meet our administrators. All right, let's see it. Providing long-term gaming services that match up to the love and support from the community is our most important objective, while we're still committing ourselves to developing new content. Okay.
我们将有机会与清波寨的大当家汤汤并肩作战。
As the Supreme Chief of Dark Mask, Tangtang's a caster who deals AoE damage while offering support. Her battle skill and combo skill can create whirlpools and water sprouts that apply cryo and deal cryo damage. Tangtang grew up by the river. Hold on, we getting a cryo support from my last right, and now my Yvonne to reflect elements of flowing water that tie into her background. Tangtang's ultimate also further enhances her crowd control abilities on the battlefield and fits very nicely. Indomitable and courage vibes as the Supreme Chief. The names of Tangtang's skills are pretty interesting. Her basic attack is called I'll Blow Your Mind and has up to 5 sequences of attacks. Oh, I love her basic attack sequence actually. It's pretty clean. Oh, look at that. It's the core skill. Tangtang deals cryo damage to enemies. It's got a nice little AoE too. She also consumes whirlpools on the battle, converts them into additional water sprouts. And that applies an immediate cryo infliction, as you can see, guys. Also go over them in detail. And she's immediately going into her battle skill, dealing cryo damage, or combo skill. Creates multiple water sprouts. They also apply art susceptibility. Oh, based on the number of water sprouts created. Some SP will be returned. Keep to Tangtang's performance. Brother, she is a must-have for Yvonne in a last rank. Dealing arts burst damage on enemies. Triggers Tangtang's combo skill. River to me. Powerful stream of water seemingly at her beckon. Pierces an enemy and slows him down, it looks like, while splashing off to create a whirlpool. Bro, art susceptibility, cryo infliction, SP return, and slows. While increasing the movement speed of our operators. Increasing the movement speed of your operators. We want Tangtang's combo skill. Bro, this girl is sick. Battle skill applies cryo infliction to trigger the combo skill and create whirlpools. The next battle skill can then convert these whirlpools into water sprouts to deal even more damage. Dude, Tangtang's gonna be a must-build unit for a Yvonne last right, seriously. And at least the Odin stare of her eye. That's our ultimate, as includes an animation of Tangtang pulling in. Our aim is that, wait, we're getting more venti. Everyone will be reminded, we thought really long and hard about this before deciding to use our eye as the visual anchor and a skill design that focuses on crowd control. Oh, W. After unleashing the Odin stare, all enemies within the area of effect, and note this includes bosses, will be immobilized, yes, and continuously take cryo damage. Wait, is that like immobilization in terms of like solidification or just a different one? I think it's just, okay, solidify. A dive attack? The evolution can be ended early and trigger additional effects. Wait, she has a plunge perk? Yo, that's cool, bro. Wait, I'm actually fucking with this character hard. When the controlled operator ends the evolution early, the rogue wave deals more damage. It also create an additional water sprout and convert all whirlpools on the field into water sprout. The water sprouts deal more damage. Bro, she's got a fucking Giyu Tomioka water pool. She's a one-girl team whose mechanics allow her to create a skill. She's also perfect as a damage dealer and supporter. No, she's fucking incredible. And a great... I didn't even see what... Was she a 5-star? Because I think this other girl's the 6-star, right? This time we're up against Valley Force final boss, Marble. I think she was a 5-star. I didn't even think she was a 6-star. Bro, her kit looks like a 6-star kit. She might be a 6-star. I didn't get a look at it earlier. Tangtang. Oh, they're going to show you how to use it. Bro, freeze her into Shahi ult, into my girl last rights ult. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Great timing. This boss has been stagnant. Yeah, bro, this shit is gonna... Oh my god, they're playing with my GOAT Fluorite. And because old girl applies slow, Fluorite gets a boost damage from the slow too. Not that, you know, even though I'm the only guy, based enough to use Fluorite.
接下来
No,
呢，我
dude.
们再来看看面对一群原生
She
神兽
just
和一只
became
难缠
another
的甲兽
Gilberta.
的情况吧。
But for
我们先利用
cryo
唐战绩
teams.
大范围的优势，快速的清理掉这群前
It's
兽。
funny though, because
让我们
Gilberta's
有
good
空
with
专
cryo
心地
teams
对
too.
付
She's also
剩
good
下
with
的
physical
这群
teams.
大怪啊。此时追加一防的战绩给敌人施加冻结，并配合汤汤的闪避。
Tangtang's final strike right after dodging.
触发并接上一
Trigger
堆
and cast a
连
bunch
续
of combo skills. Yep. One of the goats, one of the goated 5 stars of
连
list.
上一堆攻击后，哎呦
Cast
不好呀
several.
这只浮雕后很狡猾呀，跑出了一
Bro,
防领域
she's
的
a
范围。
very,
不过呢没关系
very good
我们
character.
开启一防的终结技后，哎，极限的接
We
上
can
汤
immediately
汤的
cast
终结技
Tangtang's ultimate
将
after
敌人牢牢地
Yvonne
定
to
住
hold the enemy
我们
securely
再
in
进行一
place
波猛
and
烈的
unleash a
安全
barrage
输
of
出
damage from a safe distance. Yeah,
最后
bro,
呢
she's
配合
fucking
一防的战绩
amazing.
将敌人流畅的一波带走。
I am 1,000,000,000% building that
从刚才
character
的
up.
演示里啊，大家也可以看到，
You can
汤汤
see
不仅
that
可以利
Tangtang
用蜗
can
牛
use
形成水
whirlpools
龙
to
卷
form
造成
water
大量伤
sprouts to
害，
deal
以及
massive
还能
damage and
附着
apply cryo
还
infliction.
可以
Yep.
通过终结技
You can
在
also use
敌
her
人方的
ultimate
行动
to immobilize
创造
enemies
出宝贵的输出环境
and
使你
restore
输出
SP
与
with her
控制
fucking
兼
battle
具的
skill,
全能型
making her
实战
caster with
员
both damage, dealing, and crowd control.
早在4号谷
All
地
right,
啊
so now we've got
队员
her.
们
She
就
looks
已
like a
经与
fire
狼群
character,
氏族
right?
的领袖洛西有过接触。
Leader of the
在
pack.
本次版本中
Is she gonna
他也
make
将作为一
levitating
名
even
近
more
卫干
broken?
员正式加入管理员的队伍。虽然在
She's a
敬仰的
guard?
管理员
What?
面前，洛西偶尔也会
Sometimes
展露
shows
出
her
天
naive,
真直
straightforward
率的
side.
一面。但作为氏族的领导
But
者，
as a clan
他的实
leader,
力强
she
劲，
holds immense
足
power
够独当
and is
一面。
capable enough to stand on her
洛
own.
西是一名
Bro, I
兼具
love
施加
that.
后
Okay, hold on. I
和
love that
集
dual
体输
blades
出能力的
gameplay.
近卫
I
干
never
员
got to play with her in the
它的
beta.
特色之处在于能够同时造
She
成
can deal
法
both
术
arts
和物理
damage
的
and
反
physical
伤效果
damage.
也是目
Interesting.
前唯一一位可以
Only
将
operator who
敌人
can
身上的
convert
法术
arts
附着
affliction
转化
on
为
enemies
破防效
into
果的人
vulnerability.
终结技
No,
是他
I'm
最
using
强
her
力的
with
输出
my
窗口
goat Pog.
洛西最多可以进行5
Rossi
万
can
普通
perform
攻击
5 basic
对
attack
敌人
sequence,
造成物理
dealing
伤害
physical damage to
在
enemies.
处决敌人时将额外造成
Deals
大量的物理
massive
伤害
extra physical
会恢
damage.
复记忆力为
Or
了
some
体
skill
现洛
points.
西迅捷如风的身法，我们特意让他的战技和连续技
And combo
都能
skill to
触发
trigger 2
2段
sequence
式的攻
attacks.
击
You can also use her with Tank
洛
Girl.
西的战绩血红之影，第一段攻击
First
会对敌
sequence
人
deals
造成
physical
物理
damage to
伤害
enemies
并施加击飞效果
and lifts them
而
into the
当目
air.
标敌人身上
Target already has
存在破防
vulnerability
参数时
stacks. Yep, that's
洛
typically
西则
Rossi
会
will then
额外
trigger
增
an
加
additional
第二段
second
攻击
sequence.
释放狼之魄
Oh,
对
that's
目标造成
clean. I
足额
like the
伤害
wolf effect
需
there.
要注意的是
What's
战
worth
绩
noting
释
is
放
that
狼
after
之
dealing
魄
damage with
造
battle
成
skill,
伤害后
did that say
还可以
heat
触发
damage?
洛西的第一
Will
条
also be
灼
triggered.
痕为目标施加
Applying a
爪
claw
印状
mark
态
to the target.
爪印状态会
Claw
持
mark
续
will
使
deal
目标
damage to
受
the
到
target
伤
over
害
time
且使其受
and
到的
increase the
物理
physical
和
and
灼
heat
伤害
damage.
提
That
升
did say heat
洛
damage.
西若对
If
处于爪
Rossi
印
scores
状
a
态的敌人
critical hit
造
to
成
an
暴
enemy
击
with the
后
claw mark,
将进而
it
触
will
发
trigger
第
her
二天
second
赋
talent,
废血
Seething Blood.
可额外施
It
加
deals
一
an
次伤害
extra
并
instance
恢
of
复
damage
一定
and
的生
recovers a
命值
certain amount of
如
HP.
果目标处于燃烧状态
If the target
这
is
个伤害和治疗
combusted,
效果还将得到进一步
she
提
definitely
升
looks like a main driver. DPS. She's on the field doing all the auto attack sequences. They look fucking sick. If the enemy's vulnerable and has arts affliction, Rossi's combo skill. Was that a short Yukin, bro? It's
第一
guaranteed
次
to
攻
be
击会稳
hit
定造
twice.
成
The
物理
first
伤
attack
害
deals physical damage,
而第二次攻击
and the
则
second
会
attack
消
will
耗目
consume
标身上的
arts
所有法术
infliction
复活
all
根
arts
据消耗的
infliction
层数
stacks,
造成物
dealing
理伤
physical
害
damage based on the
并
stacks
施加
it
击
took.
飞效果
Okay.
同时呢还可
At
以
the
提
same
升洛
time,
西自身的
Rossi's
攻
own
击力
critical rate
与
and
暴击
critical
伤
damage
害
are
如果
increased.
管理员们的操作
If
很
your
好
timing
第
is
二次的
good
连续技
and you
能
can
够
perform
做
her
到
combo
精准
sequence
衔
too
接
with perfect
还将
timing,
额外为
you'll
目标
apply
敌人
extra
施加
stack
一
of
层防
vulnerability
实现破
for
防层数
faster
的快速
vulnerability
叠加
stacking.
洛
Yeah.
西的终结技
Rossi's
可
ultimate
以在短时间内
Razor Claw
对敌
deals
人造
multiple
成
hits of
多
heat
段灼
damage
热
to an
伤害
enemy in a short
随
period
后
of
洛
time.
西使用匕
She
首
then
进行
performs a
两段
2
追击
sequence attack
造
with her
成大
dagger,
量的灼热
dealing
伤害
massive heat
并
damage.
施
So
加一
this
层
character's
灼热
interesting
附
because
着
she's doing
终结
heat
技
and
将在
physical
暴击
damage.
时产
Her
生更
ultimate
高
will
的
deal
暴击
increased
伤害
critical damage when a critical hit is restored.
总的来说，洛西不仅能够作
As
为
a
近卫
guard,
干员
Rossi can
高
officially
效
apply
施加破防
vulnerability.
同时呢
At the same time, consistently deal arts damage. Okay, I don't know why they're without saying guard. This is definitely one of her
接下
biggest
来呢，
strengths.
我们将通过一段实战视频
Guard leads me to
来看
believe
看
she's
洛
like
西
a
的
tank,
战斗
but
表
she's
现。
not at all.
这次我们要面
Straight
对
up
的敌人
DPS.
是年谷行星人啊，我喜欢叫
Okay,
他
so
大
here's the
福哥，还是
showcase.
挺抗揍的。开场，我们先使敌人同时进入破防，
So we'll
和
give the
互动
enemy
状态
heat
这
affliction.
刚好触发了洛西的连续技，我们一同操作，进
All
入
right.
衔接他的第二段连
And
续
then
技，
perform a
成
sequence
功
2
一次性
to
对敌
apply
人
2
施加
stacks of
了2层
vulnerability to
破
the
防
enemy in one
之后
go.
呢，我们迅速衔
We'll
接洛
cast
西的战
Rossi's
技，
battle
给
skill
目标施加
to
第四
apply
层
the
破
4th
防
stack of
和
vulnerability.
爪印状态。在管理员猛击消耗破防
And
之后，
now,
我们接上两位的终结技，
I see
让
we'll
大福哥
cast
进入
and
燃烧
apply
状态。
combustion to Brother Axe.
最后，我们使用
Finally,
洛
we'll
西的
use
终结技
Rossi's
对敌
ultimate
人发起
to unleash
暴
a
风
torrential
骤雨般
barrage
的
of
攻击
attacks on the
帅
enemy.
气地解决了敌人的同时，
Not only did we
还
defeat
恢
the
复了一定
enemy,
的
we
生
also
命值。
restored some HP.
由于洛西的连续技对于法术负责的
Rossi's
类型
combo
没
skill
有
is
任
not
何
limited
限
by
制
the
啊
element of the
其
arch
实它还
affliction,
可以与
making her a
吉
good
尔
fit
菲
with
塔等
operators
人
like
形成良好的
Gilberto.
配合。那接下来
Nice.
呢，我们再来看一场面对以
Versus an
年
enemy
谷清道
mob
夫为
led
首
by
的
a bone
多点
crusher
的战斗。
arsonist. We first cast Gilberta's skill, bro. That shit feels so amazing to use, just swirling everybody. Supplement that the Wolfguard's combo skill. Once the enemies are lifted into midair and become vulnerable, we'll then quickly cast Gilberta and Rossi's battle skills to apply both nature and vulnerability that triggers Rossi's combo skill. With perfect timing, the enemy now has 4 vulnerability stacks, allowing the caster of Depend's combo skill to deal huge damage. Finally, after Rossi's battle skill hits and staggers the enemy, cast Gilberta's ultimate, and then cast Rossi's ultimate for a beautiful finish. Yeah, I don't play the panda, man. I'm not playing the panda. In the demo we watched, you can see that with the right art effects, Rossi can stack vulnerability quickly. Not only does she work well with existing physical team operators, she also deals impressive damage on her own. She's definitely an all-around operator. Dude, I'm gonna be real, man. I like the Tangtang. As the story progresses, the long-standing tensions between Shinbo Stockade and Wuling will gradually surface. During this process, Tangtang, Mifu, and Ardashir's beliefs and choices will be gradually revealed. Seemingly scattered conflicts and choices will gradually converge as the story progresses. They'll ultimately interweave into a single story beneath the springs of Shinbo Stockade. That's why the administrator is able to venture deep into Shinbo, traversing various sectors interconnected by its intricate water, the layered Grand Wheel and Water Wheel sectors. Will be featured as signature areas. They not only showcase Shinbo Stockade's water-based way of life, but also directly shape the exploration pace and route choices. At the same time, ooh, that looks nice. The ancestral spring services, mist-shrouded waters, echoing chimes of bamboo. Not only is this a significant location, but it's also playing a crucial role in terms of gameplay. As exploration deepens, the administrator will eventually arrive here to face the most pivotal battle in the parts of the main story. We also look forward to everyone experiencing joy as you weave through these water systems. What excites me about this is looking forward to the new boss fights. I think the boss fights have been quite fun in Arknights Endfield. And so, what new boss are we going to be getting in this one? New opponents, good. New enemies are such a underslept commodity. You suppress and interrupt the operators. New enemies freshens up a lot of things, man. Look at this guy holding on to this big old, I don't even know what that is, bro. Rocket launcher? Oh, there's our boss. The administrator faces a mysterious boss and the enemy is a big ass bull, bro. It will be difficult for the administrator's attacks to deal any effective damage. Relying purely on raw damage may not be enough to solve the problem. Bro, this looks like fucking raid. It looks like it would be a good raid fight. To gradually break down the enemy's core mechanism and turn the battle. As for the more specific counter strategies and the other surprises hidden within this battle, we'll leave those for you to experience firsthand. As administrators delve deeper into the Wuling AIC, we'll also receive an expansion. We'll be introducing new types of mining spots, AIC facilities, and corresponding production. This is what I was waiting on to further enrich the operation. Oh my, that was what I was waiting on. This is massive. Bro, I'm gonna be real. I was gonna be like, guys, you let me down. We did not see AIC expansion. The factory is not growing right now. Now the factory's growing. Holy shit, I was waiting on this, dude. Unlike previous collection methods that relied on electricity, Cuprium mining will introduce a set of new facilities, the hydro mining rig. As the name suggests, these mining rigs do not require a power grid connection. Instead, they harness the flow, enabling automated mineral collection. This design more closely aligns with the water-centric environmental themes. The mined Cuprium will serve as the starting point for an entirely new production line. Subsequent processing steps will allow production of Cuprium components, which can be used to assemble new gear. While these new gear pieces offer stat bonuses comparable to top quality gear currently available, these brand new gears will provide more options for equipping operators for combat. I guarantee those are just going to be for Tangtang and the new character. Research: administrators can unlock the AIC factory plan, water treatment, and related effluent production formulas. This way, the sewage produced can be directed to the water treatment unit, where the sewage is processed and made harmless. Alternatively, you could choose to combine the sewage with Wuling's unique Zionite technology to produce items such as more advanced Wuling batteries effectively. Additionally, to make the allocation of water resources within the AIC more flexible. This version will also introduce a new type of infrastructure: conduits. Conduits can be used for long-distance liquid transports while avoiding surface facilities that might obstruct pipeline. Clean water can be reliably transported from distant water sources through conduit into inlets and delivered, then connected to the production system via conduit outlets. I'm just happy they're expanding upon the factory system. You can continue to unlock new technology, increasing the maximum placements limit for Forges of the Sky to 4 units. You can also unlock new combat facilities, letting your enemies experience the true power of Endfield and its administrators. Popular features such as stock and depot nodes environments will have their max levels increased. W. Administrators can raise their levels to unlock even more content. The AIC Steward will unlock more upgrade options so that the core AIC can have more bus ports and bus sections. Hell yeah. 3 permanent game modes: Umbral Monument, Delver of the Cryptic, Et Space Salvage, and will also receive an update in this version. Umbral Monument will introduce a new high difficulty challenge. In this challenge, the ruling enemies administrators might have encountered will appear again in a stronger form, as well as completing stages. Can also join the limited mark. Okay, stronger form, I hope that doesn't just mean sponge. I hope that does mean sponge. Delver of the Cryptic, Grotto Survey. Administrators can utilize jet drone tech across 6 Wuling theme maps to interact with environmental mechanics. It's like a puzzle, huh? You can complete stages by solving puzzles. Yeah. And earn event rewards. So that's an in-game mode? And now we're expanding the zone to continue their exploration and unlock more rewards. This mode hasn't been as bad now that I've understand more of how the perks work, but it still ain't the greatest for me. Administrators can head to the Originium Science Park to join the Supply Exploration Day event. New supply tasks will be available daily. Okay, so you can plant, gather, or craft to prepare different food dishes. I think this is cool because I haven't been using food dishes at all, and this is a way to incentivize you to finally start cooking. Literally. Literally cooking. That might not be so bad. Administrators can clean the graffiti in the city with jet drones to help keep Wuling City clean. We also encourage every participant to use jet drones more often while interacting with various items and elements of the map, as you might discover some surprising uses for it. Bro's over here cleaning off the animals. Okay, brand new limited time event. You might need to use only industrial explosives. Oh fuck, bro. The good old explosives. I hate the explosives in this game, bro. It's just like a chore for me, like doing it. But you know what? You just set them up in your AIC factory and you got unlimited nades. Version events preview. We like to talk about content related to headhunting banners and events to be released in the version. We'll be opening 2 chartered headhunting banners. Okay. We've already introduced the new 6-star, the 2 new 6-star. Okay, so that's 2. I knew Tangtang was too damn good to be a 5-star. I thought it. There's no way that character's a 5-star. 2 brand new 6-star weapons will also be available. They are the head cannon. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm 100% gunning for Tangtang. You could issue weapons in the Budding and Scarlet Pearl. Prices of Shinbu Stockade may have temporarily, but the complex relationship and lingering troubles it left behind are far from resolved. With the new version story, Old Deep Waters will once again join Tangtang in the new main mission. Continue our unfinished. Tangtang will take on our responsibilities as Supreme Chief. Must settle the internal affairs of Shinbo Stockade while actively seeking a future for Shinbo Stockade style. I wonder what that girl's probably gonna be insanely broken, bro. She's gonna be the Archon, boys, of Endfield. She's gonna be the Imperator. With the new Tartar, we'll be opening operator trial events. Yep, of course. All right, 7-day login where we get our usual shit. 5 pulls. Yep, that's standard. At the same time, the AIC Quota Exchange tab in the Acquisition Center will also be updated and offer 5 limited time headhunting permits for each banner, for a total of 10. Yep, you can buy that in the AIC Quota. That's standard. A new season protocol pass will also go live. New battle pass. New protocol pass season will also be getting updates. Both the basic supply and Originium supply. Basic headhunting permits. After unlocking the corresponding tiers, administrators can also open selection crates to obtain the 6-star head cannon or the 6-star sword. Selection crate can be obtained once protocol. So we're getting new 6-star free weapons. Unlocking seats protocol. You can obtain the portrait W 6-star free weapons, W free basic standard pulls. As the new version arrives, we'll also offer the guide event. Quietly flows the spring. All administrators to explore the Shingbo stockade area. To complete missions such as unlocking and opening protocols. To claim generous rewards. We've added and optimized a wider range of rewards. Yep, this can easily be viewed by our administrators. While experiencing the new version contents, we will welcome all administrators to share your valuable suggestions. We will continue to share our progress. Was that another free 10 pull? Oh, that's the beginner charter tribute event. Reach main mission to acquire. Okay. Who have already fulfilled this? Okay, that was already. So that's the 10 pull that's getting applied retroactively to everybody and for new players as well. Welcome all administrators to share your valuable suggestions, and we will continue to share our progress. As for the events and benefits mentioned here, details can be checked via the DevCom or our official social media at the version event. And calendars posted there. Here's a small note. Who will end on March 4th? Oh, the etchings will end. So that your infield nickname and UID can be etched upon a special protocol or Genia model. All right. Future version preview. Here we go. Here we go. Future version preview. Here's the teaser. While we continue optimizing development on future updates, will never slow down. We currently have multiple developments as we work on several future updates. Some of that work is already nearing completion, I would imagine. We'll continue to introduce a new gameplay mode, new maps, and new environments. The next version in the future will be even bigger in scale. We will be adding 2 new maps and a new outpost. In one of those maps, administrators will discover a new type of fluid. You can utilize the AIC factory and this new fluid to produce new products. Expanding the factory must grow. Like the environment monitoring center, we'll also be getting more upgrades. New types of materials may also appear. Bring new changes to your AIC factories. Let's fucking go. Good. Do I like to see? Wuling City will be facing its greatest crisis to date. Sudden appear, an attempt to destroy the Marker Stone and cripple the Zaranite. To turn the tide. Oh, a new character. And then there's the villains. Bros, everybody always got a cane. Wait, hold on. This part of the story looks like it's going to be interesting. Every power she has at her disposal. Excuse me. Dude, that part of the story looks like it's going to be interesting. Damn, what else? She got a fat ass claymore? Oh, bro, she's gonna be the biggest must pull of this patch. Watch. What? He just called me a. Honestly, man, the update is looking pretty decent for me. I'll be honest. It's hard to tell. I need to try it and see what everything's looking like. But they kind of answered all the things I was expecting. When the best moment to join Infield is, I'd say it's now. Our drive for delivering polished work, and we're always ready to welcome any administrator joining us in this journey. And with that, today's program is drawn to a close. Thank you so much for watching, administrators. Thanks again for being here with us. Until next time. All right, man. Hey, I would say for the most part, all the things that I was expecting pretty much are being worked on, and that's all I could hope for. And then they're expanding upon that in the future patch. And I don't know what they meant by future patch. I don't know if they meant 1.1 second half or if they meant 1.2. More than likely, that probably was 1.2. I do think this, because they kind of like treated the optics of this as like a teaser. Honestly, this was pretty much a live stream. They just did it in VOD format. I probably should have went live, hung out with my chat with this. But I think overall, the information such as how many pulls are we getting for the entirety of the patch, that's probably going to be answered in like clicking on, because they did have an event link, which is actually going to be right here, in fact. Now, I'm not sure if this is even up just yet. Turn that sound off, please, real quick. Oh, okay, never mind. So they're not even showing it here. But I imagine somewhere down the line in the future, we're going to be getting that detailed print that's going to be showing how many pool currency we're going to be getting. Then again, I don't know if they're going to do a part 2, you know, because this was supposed to be like an update, you know, that was kind of like seeping in. I do feel like they kind of just did a full-blown live stream though. Like, am I crazy? I think they just did a full-blown live stream. And here's it. Log into the game before March 14th to go ahead and get these things. And then the event period. Wait, hold up now. Arknights Endfield character acrylic standard March 1st to March 8th. Where the fuck is the date at? Issuance time March 1st. When? Wait a minute. I'm a bit confused here because I'm looking for. They didn't even. Did they give a date or am I fucking crazy, guys? I don't know. It's okay. I kind of just wanted to give this as a reaction to have you guys up for your own information. You can answer anything that probably went over my head. I'm going to like end this and then end up going over things anyway. Ultimately, though, seriously, giving a sincere rating, I would say that entire stream is sitting somewhere between a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 for me. In terms of like what my expectations were. It's kind of hard to tell in terms of the value until the update drops in terms of what the AIC, the expansions are actually going to feel like. It doesn't, if I'm being fair, it doesn't feel like they went too hard on the expansion. Kind of looks like they put some things in there for you to dabble around with, get a bit of playtime in, but once it's set up, you'll fuck off. And I'm okay with that. I don't think a gacha game, as I said, is ever going to hold anybody's attention span for, you know, an insane amount of time. These updates are designed to be played for about a week to 2 weeks. And then after that, you usually go and do your own thing. You do your dailies and weeklies and you wait on the next patch update. That's pretty much the flow of all gacha games. And I'm completely okay with that, considering that I cover a lot of goddamn gacha games. But yeah, no, I'm actually excited for Tangtang. That's my eyes in terms of who I'm going to be pulling for. I like all the QOLs that they're putting into the game to make it a bit more convenient for people to get through. There's a new in-game mode that kind of looks like a puzzle type of ordeal. I don't know what the hell that was about. Yeah, so you guys comment down below. You let me know your thoughts. That's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and happiness. And I'll catch you on the flip side.